Hello and welcome to another video with me, this guy, Elmo Cargelainen. Today is Lick of the Week number 5. Yes, and today it's tapping mayhem. So be right back after this intro. Yes, welcome back. So today it's Lick of the Week number 5, and it's the one I started with. It's the one I started with, oh yes. And here it is one more time. Something like that, anyway. It sounds more complicated than it actually is. It's in A Dorian, well this is anyway, and you can think about it in any key, you can use any key you want, and you can think about it in different ways, make different variations of it, but let's just keep this in A Dorian. So you have these 6 notes. And you play them, or at least I play them, using my index finger, ring finger and pinky finger, like this. And then I tap on the next note of the scale, which is on the 10th fret of the E string. After that, I pull off to the 8th fret again. So really slowly, starting on the 5th fret of the B string, you go up to the 7th, to the 8th on the B string, and then to the 5th, 7th and 8th on the E string. It's like this. And then you repeat, so that and then you can move your tapping hand around, so you can get something like this. And that's basically it. You keep your left hand stationary. Of course you can move that about as well, but in this example I'm just keeping it stationary, and repeat the same 6 notes there. And you just move your tapping hand about. And it's fairly simple. It's mostly legato. You can, when you change strings from the B to the E string, from this note to this note, you can do a hammer-on from nowhere, but I pick the next string, so I pick the 5th fret on the E string. So slowly, with a bit more gain, it sounds like this. And the fun starts when you put a bit of speed to it, so it becomes, that's when it starts to sound much more difficult than it actually is. It can be a bit tricky if you don't have your legato stuff in order, but you can practice that with something like this. that's it. Easy peasy. Well, maybe it's not easy peasy, but it's sure easier than doing constantly picking every note, because I find that that's much harder than legato and tapping. So one more time, first slowly and then a bit faster. And then, like I said, you can move your left hand about if you're so inclined. And if you do it, maybe it'll sound better than the load of bollocks I just did. But yeah, that's basically the lick, and yeah, I hope you enjoy it. There's no tab, like I've said previously. I think it's better if you pick this stuff up by ear, and you have the video, which you can move back and forth or scroll back and forth, and take it really easy. If you don't know the Dorian mode, it helps to know that. It should be easy enough to pick up without tab. If you want to learn more of this kind of stuff and more kind of basic stuff and also more advanced stuff, you can check out my Guitar Academy below, which for the time being at least is free, and there I have tab for basically almost everything. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please press like, please comment if you have questions, if you didn't understand something, please feel free to ask, and subscribe if you haven't already, and please feel free to support me on Patreon. All of the money I make there goes back into making more videos for your pleasure. I will end with a bit of tapping noodlery on the Ibanez multicolor swirly thingy. Thank you for today. Take care. Goodbye.